Star Wars fans, welcome back to another Star Wars The Black Series 6-inch action figure review. Today we are reviewing one of the most infamous characters from the original trilogy, and it's Luke Skywalker from Return of the Jedi. This is the Luke Skywalker I've been wanting since they announced 6-inch Black Series. To me, this is my favorite Luke, and from the original trilogy, Return of the Jedi is definitely my favorite film out of the three. But enough of that. Before we go over the figure, let's go over the packaging. Now, the packaging that we're looking at now is the new stylized packaging that Hasbro showed us earlier on this year, and it's not too much of a difference if we compare it to, say, the older packagings. Here's the older packaging of the Stormtrooper, so you can see that all of this is now down at the bottom. The only thing they kind of kept basically was the image of the character at the top up here, and then it's mostly just full-on bubble. The lines back here, there's instead of orange, they're blue. The letters are all now in blue, so basically the packaging is black and blue, which is cool. So you can see the logo at the bottom, the name of the character, ages 4 and up, warning, and Hasbro logos, they're all at the bottom. Really cool. Like I said, it's all just the bubble straight up through the top. The Star Wars logo is up top, and then of course you have the character's name, bio on the character, and a quote that the character said. In this case is a quote that Luke said in Return of the Jedi. Then of course you got all these logos. Now you have the Disney logo back here, which is pretty neat. And that's basically it for the packaging. I really like this new stylized packaging. Alright, now Luke Skywalker is out of the packaging, and I'm really excited to be able to review this figure because I like it a lot. Let's show off some of the accessories he comes with. The first accessory is his trusty lightsaber. Really like it. I really like the detail that's on the actual hilt. You guys take a look here. I'm sorry that it's a little blurry and whatnot, so just kind of work with me here. There we go. It's nicely detailed, just like the film, and it's a really nice green blade. It's not clear, so I'm really glad that Hasbro's actually fixing that. You can take off the blade, of course, and you can clip it onto his belt, like so. It's a little hanging off, but nothing major. It's alright. Not the best looking thing. I thought Hasbro would have learned their lesson with the Bespin Luke, but doesn't seem like they did. And the second accessory is this chest piece here, which is a part of his uniform, which is really cool. I like how subtle it looks. Like, you know, it doesn't look like a piece that it actually pops off, but it really does. Very simple. Okay. Then you put this one on, and boom. Now that's how I like to see Luke. And I'm really glad that Hasbro gave us this option. To me, this is, you know, really, really, really awesome. So kudos to Hasbro for that. Let's go over his articulation. Luke has a ball-jointed head, ball hinge shoulders and elbows, hinge wrists, okay, swivel upper torso, hinge hips, swivel right here, okay, double hinge knees, and hinged ankles with a nice ankle pivot. Great articulation on this figure. Going into the details of the action figure, for me, I think it's pretty much spot on as well to the film Return of the Jedi. His the way he looks and all that stuff is just, it's all there. I really like this face sculpt. I think they really nailed Mark Hamill's likeness for the most part to the way he looked in the film. His hair, I think, is just right. Nice dark brown. He didn't have it blonde anymore. I think the outfit looks really sweet, especially with this, like I said, this accessory where you can take off the chest part and put this the flap down part. It's really great. The glove, nothing special, but you know, he has his black glove. I kind of wish they would have given us an alternate hand where you can see his robotic arm just kind of beat up and whatnot. His belt's cool. It moves, which allows us to have it gets a little bit more of a mobility with Luke. That's really cool. not a whole lot to say about his uniform. It's all in black, so. Sculpting on his hair, I really like it a lot. Oh, and I actually had to say one more thing about his face sculpt, is that I think just like Hasbro did with some of the previous Lukes, I think, you know, they captured Mark Hamill's face expression real nicely, and they added, you know, a little bit of the pimples that he has on his face, on his right cheek, as well as this little hole on his chin. So you could tell they carefully made sure that this figure resembled Mark Hamill as best as possible. So my final thoughts are, Luke Skywalker is definitely an awesome figure. I'm really happy that we got this figure pretty quickly. I think ever since the Black Series started, you know, I wanted this figure to be made, and basically in every few waves we get a new Luke. So for Wave 1 we got X-Wing Luke, Wave 3 we get Bespin Luke, and then in Wave 5 we get Return of the Jedi Luke. So it was just, you know, episodes 4, 5, and 6. It's just really, really good, and I'm happy to be able to have this particular version of Luke Skywalker in my collection. If you guys see him at retailer stores, I highly recommend you guys picking him up. So far, this particular wave, Wave 5, is, you know, basically only being seen at Walgreens, mainly because that wave is being shipped out with the Walgreens exclusive prototype Boba Fett figure. So you guys might want to check your local Walgreens stores and see if you guys have the opportunity to find this particular wave, because it's definitely a great wave. It includes Chewbacca, Sand Trooper with the Black Pauldron, prototype Boba Fett, only at Walgreens of course, and Darth Vader from Return of the Jedi, which I will actually be reviewing that figure next, so don't go away. I hope you guys have enjoyed this review. Give it a nice thumbs up, comment down below, and share your thoughts on this review and the action figure itself. Follow me on Facebook and Twitter. I'm more active on Facebook than I am on Twitter, so make sure to follow me there for all the latest updates on my collection, my ever-growing collection. And also make sure to follow the Wolfpack podcast, which I'm on that podcast on a weekly basis, or any time that I can at least. A bunch of great guys, and they've also reviewed most of this entire wave. So make sure to head over there and follow our website, thewolfpackpodcast.com. Thanks again for watching, guys, and until the next review, may the Force be with you.